mission of Solutions Real Estate is to have the agents recognize their leadership and for the agents to be more productive. I want every agent at Solutions Real Estate to see how amazing they are. It's fascinating to work with the best of the business and they don't see their greatness. So if I could just be a mirror for them to see how great they are, that would just make me the happiest I could be. The agents are fantastic and the owners are so engaged with what they're doing, and it's all give and take, and it's just a magical thing to be a part of. I love that we have a good reputation. I've never heard of somebody saying, oh gosh, that's an agent from Solutions. Some brokerages who everything comes from top down. So do it this way and you're going to be successful. We really don't want to work with the agents that are part-time or this is not their full-time career. This just isn't a good fit for that. And if you are not an engaged, active realtor, then Solutions really isn't the place for you. Our baseline technology always stays the same. It will change, but it's going to have to be a really great product to come and replace that one. So the lead genning and the branding basically stay the same, and then we have our continual training and workshops on those so that we all implement them the best that we can be, myself included. Our owners are just very fast-paced, so it's always something like, hey, we're going to start doing this. It's like, oh my gosh, okay, great, let's figure out how we're going to implement it, because they just run so fast that sometimes it's drinking from a fire hose. And so the owners run fast, and really my job is to make it where it's in smaller bites for the agents so that it's definitely more applicable. We have great people on staff that helps our agents to do that, because obviously we as the owners or myself in this role, we can't be everything to everybody. And so we have people that come in with their expertise, and then that's actually brought into the workshops as well. We found that sometimes the classes, we were having difficulty of some people were coming in brand new with the technology, some people wanted more advanced, and so we've really turned it on its head a little bit where everything's workshop. So that way we're working at the agent's paces. We want to meet the agent's needs, and the workshops seem to be a much better way than having traditional training. When we were discussing a training program, we didn't want to just put people into classrooms. They just came out of 90 hours of classes, and so we just get them going. It's on-the-job training. You have a top producing agent that's your mentor, and we get you talking real estate right away. We get you all the good habits. Get your database in order. What's your messaging of how you're going to hit your database every 3 weeks? Let's get you doing open houses. How are you going to follow up with those people? How are you going to announce that you're doing an open house? So we get them just working right away, and their main goal is to find their client within 30 to 45 days. Don't worry about the contract, because that's what the top agent is for. If you want the agent to go with you on a listing presentation, they do. So it is on-the-job training, and again, we get you running right out the door. The Facebook is very active. I try to show that with people, is that when they're in my office and I'll pull it up, and you can see an agent will ask a question, and literally within 2 or 3 minutes you have several agents giving their opinion or suggestions on how to fix that. I've never seen anything like that. Our top 10, we obviously do the top 10 production every month. You never know who it's going to be. And everybody is celebrating the other person doing it. They never feel like, well, darn it, that person beat me this month. It's never like that. I've never seen a brokerage like this. 3 active offices. Our Litchfield Park office is just stinking amazing. They have agents that are so engaged, and they are totally self-managing, which I've never witnessed in my career. So they do their own call nights, and they do door knocking, and they do their own training. Not to say that we don't go out once or twice a month to make sure that we do keep them abreast of what's going on, and we have strong communication electronically. But the Litchfield Park office is crazy. The Scottsdale office has a great location on Camelback and Scottsdale, and that's definitely a place where we need to be for our higher end agents that work towards the luxury. And then our corporate office is here in Gilbert, where this is probably the bulk of our agents here. We're a little stronger in the Southeast Valley, but we have a stronghold in the West Valley 99% of the stuff is no charge to our agents. As far as, there's no monthly fees, there's no franchise fees, there's no copy fees. It's one of the owner's main staples when they started Solutions is that they didn't want to nickel and dime the agent. If somebody's doing something great, okay, well, let's talk about that and how are we going to implement it and how are we going to make it for everybody. So it's very active and fast-paced, but it's always focusing on business.